everybody, how's it going?
What's going on?
We have a tutorial for you.
Yes.
And you guys, you know why? Because we decorated for Halloween.
We did. Gina totally talked me into doing it this year. She was like, it's going to be Harrison's first Halloween. We can't not decorate.
Yeah, so we scrounged around the house, and we have so many odd bits and pieces of Halloween. We have like a lot of this, a little bit of that, some of that, and this and that. So we were like, what do we have the most of that we could do simply and easy? And what did we decide?
Pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Right?
So
easy, right?
We had a bunch of these fence boards that we got
for free on Craigslist.
Yeah, and they have some termite damage in them, which isn't a big deal.
I don't normally like using termite wood, but
sometimes,
this time, it actually kind of was like, hey, it'll add some character to it.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna look awesome. So I was thinking, let's put this stuff out, but what kind of fence? I don't want to do something we've already done before.
Right.
So I was thinking, like a ranch style 2-rail fence.
Right.
And like, let's think of something to do that would be easy to store, easy to assemble, and is very functional for putting props in and out of the...
And it's something that'll be sturdy.
Yep.
And not fall over. And so this is what we came up with. Let's grab a piece of wood and let's get started. Okay, so we got our old fence board, and this is going to serve as one of the posts. This is 35 inches long, this is 4 inches long, and these are 15. I'm going to staple it on there, and then I've got 2 pieces here, and it doesn't matter how wide they're cut because you'll see in just a second, but I'm going to make a space in here for the rebar to slide in. So I'll staple that like that. I'm spacing this about 1 inch apart. And you take this top piece, slap it on top of there. I'm making sure that the staples stay inside a little bit. That way when I come through with my saw, I don't cut into any staples. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut kind of a wavy edge, being very careful. I've got the saw set for the thickness of this board. So I'm going to come in.
And now I got a bunch of sawdust on me.
I'm going to do the other side real quick. So you can see that creates a nice little bit of a wavy line to give it more of a natural edge. And now I'm just going to kind of do the top a little bit. Next, I'm going to take a router with a 1/4 inch round over and just go over all these edges, kind of knock it over a little bit. I put my mask on, I've got this wire brush, and I'm going to go through and just take the top edge of this off and kind of raise some of the wood grain on here, make it look a little older. The next step is I'm going to take a sanding disc and just take some of these edges off. And then this is the part where the rails are going to slide in, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that edge off to help them slide in and out a little easier. Now that we got this far on the post, we need to make a couple corner pieces. So to do that, I'm just going to quickly draw out a little center part right here where I think that the board will go. And I'll make it the same length as the other side, just trying to match this right here. Alright, after I got that drawn, I'm going to clamp it down, and I'm going to take a circular saw and I'm going to plunge cut my line there. I've got my saw set to where I'll cut through the other side as well. Once I got that, I'll take a jigsaw and I'll just cut this part out. Push out. So now we flipped it over and we can see some of our cut lines. Now we're just going to go the full length and then do the same on this side. Now it's time to make the fence rails. Just like the posts, I'm cutting the outsides to give it that natural wavy edge. Then I cut right down the center to create 2 rails at the same time. Next I cut off all the flat ends to help create those busted uneven edges. Now I just repeat the process of routing all the sharp edges and then wire brushing to raise all the wood grain. Because the fence boards were old and termite damaged, I just made sure there weren't any still living in the wood. I think the holes really added some nice extra detail to this project. Another trick that we like to do with old wood is to knock out all the knots using a punch. Hooray for Hollywood!
I chose an off-white, cream, or a light yellow paint, so it looks aged already. So bright right here, I can't see whether I've done it already or not on that side. Okay, there we go. The nice thing about this project is I don't have to paint it perfectly. Woohoo!
Once the base coat dries, I go in and I do a light sand using like 120 grit to remove some of the paint in all the raised grain. Doing this leaves the paint in the low areas and helps make that wood look really old.
This is a very watered down mixture. Mostly brown paint. I like to add a little black to it as well. Mix it real good and then paint it on real thinly. Did you see that?
Yeah, there's a nail. I had to be really careful not to chop that up.
What kind of a nail is that? Oh, it's just a painted nail. It looked like a golf tee for a second. It's like, why is a golf tee in the middle of that? Just wanted to show you guys the difference between one that was painted and sanded and then one that was painted, sanded, and then watered down brown.
Now for the rebar, you can buy 2-foot sections at the hardware store, or if you get like 20-foot sections, you can get it a lot cheaper, but you have to cut it. I'm cutting this to about 2 feet. Now let's see how it all goes together.
Yeah, that was a big lizard. Here it is, you guys.
Yeah.
What did you think? What do you think?
What did you think?
What did you think?
What are you thinking? What are we thinking? I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is pretty good. It's pretty sturdy, don't you think?
Yeah, I wanted to.
If there was ever a windstorm, which we do get out here. Do you guys get a lot of wind this year?
Or any year? Wow. Our vocabulary is not the greatest anymore.
It's because we're lack of sleep.
Did you get any wind this year?
Did you guys get a lot of wind this year? If you did, this fence is for you. See? Let me simulate this for you. 60 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour. What do you think?
Looks good. I want to show you guys this corner section right here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ah.
Ooh. Ah. I'm modeling it for you.
Thank you.
Whoa.
I'd like to hire you as a professional fence modeler.
The termites really added some dimension to it.
I think it looks good. Looks like an old beat up, worn up fence.
Yeah, and Gina, you did an awesome job painting. I mean, this really looks legit. It looks like we tore this out of an old barn or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
like that.
no, I really like the theming of it.
Well, when you knock down that wood grain, that looks really good too. Helps it out a lot too.
Another thing that a person could do if you're not really into this, being able to slide like this, if people were worried about it, is you could always take some screws from the backside here and screw everything together, which would probably even make it more strong, but this is actually pretty good, and some of them are pretty tight, so.
Yeah, we had a hard time putting them in there on some of them, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It is kind of nice though to have the boards all loose. That way you can move large props in and out of the yard with ease.
What are you doing there, sir?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this light. Ah.
Oh no! Lost it in the rocks. Oh, you know where it's at, huh? Look at you. And that was in the shade too.
What's cool is if I could find a screw in my pocket, I could show you guys something. I don't have it anymore.
You can
Oh, it's right here.
you can find a screw in the rocks, but you can't find a screw in your pocket. It's pretty bad, babe. Pretty bad.
Ooh. Dang.
Look at that. Fancy. Too many arms in the way. Oh no. Now try to find it. Oh, you found it again.
I'm crushing it in the rocks.
Uh-oh. No. There you go. Look at that. Adjustable and everything. Nice.
You can also add some slope to it. Like you could nail the rebar at an angle and have them leaning and that kind of thing. We could also take it in the house and build a little playpen for Harrison. We haven't decided yet.
All right, let's go take this thing apart. Show you how
Okay.
easy it is to start. That's it, you guys. That's the only space it takes up. Isn't that awesome? That's it.
It really is. Out of all our decorations that we have, I would say that this one takes up one of the least amount of space.
Yeah.
And we banged it out in how long?
Couple days.
A couple days?
Yeah.
And then also that took, what did that take, like 10 minutes to take down?
10 minutes to tear that puppy
And
down.
that's what we like.
Yeah, and we'll just throw this on the side of the house or wherever, tarp it up, and keep it for another rainy day.
If you guys are needing to get a couple 20 by 20 storage units for your Halloween stuff, if you do this kind of fence, you might be able to bring it down to a 10 by 20.
There you go. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. It was awesome to get out and build something again.
Yes.
And
Thanks for watching.
yeah, thanks for watching.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our channel and subscribe for future prop making fun.
Hey, mister, you got a permit for that fence? You are one.
I think we should just leave it up all year. I love my fence.
That was awesome. Thanks for
Hey,
letting us decorate.
If you like this fence, give us a thumbs up.
Weirdo.
Thanks for watching.